I'm going to give you 11 strategies, 11 ways in which you can increase your self-confidence. This is Efficiency and Organization, where we talk about everything having to do with having good systems, routines, and basically good practices in place to be able to achieve a lot in our lives. And self-confidence is key to getting to that achievement. I think some of the reasons why we don't get the courage to move on, get the courage to do things we want to do to make changes in ourselves and redesign our lives is because we don't have enough self-confidence. So we need to talk about how we can cultivate that. Number one is pick 5 easy things that you can do today, that you can achieve today. Write them on a to-do list. So your checklist could be respond to 20 emails, pay all my bills, clean my office, organize paperwork. It could be very small things that you can do. Even doing the laundry could be one. Getting on the treadmill for 1 mile could be one. As you do them, check. As you do them, check. Check. Each time, celebrate that you are doing something that you set out to do. You're accomplishing things. Celebrate the accomplishments, because that's what's going to give you that self-confidence. Now, you can also do 2 more complicated, more challenging, perhaps more boring things. My suggestion for those is to break them into smaller parts. So for example, if you have to write a 5-page essay, break it into smaller parts. So say, okay, I'm going to write 1 page. Then I'm going to do the 2nd page, and I'm going to do the 3rd page, and work on them in chunks of time. So maybe 15-minute increment, take a break, and 20-minute increment, take a break. So that way you're breaking something monotonous into smaller, more achievable parts. And as you accomplish each, you feel good about yourself. You have to achieve goals. They don't have to be big goals, but achieving even small goals is going to help you. Maybe your goal for this week is to do 5 miles of walking. It could be walking outside. It could be walking on the treadmill. If you accomplish that goal, celebrate. Okay, that's you set out to do something and you did it. So that's going to help give you that boost that you need to go and set an even bigger goal. Maybe it could be 7 miles next week. Maybe it could be 10 miles the following week. To accomplish the things that you write on your to-do list, to accomplish goals, you have to have self-discipline. You have to have follow-through that comes with self-discipline. This is where a lot of people falter. They know they have a list of things that they need to do and they don't do them. Whether it's fear of failure or fear of achievement, whatever it may be, something is stopping them. It's sometimes perfectionism. You have to let those go, okay? Self-discipline means I don't need anybody to push me. I am going to push myself. I know what I have to do. I have my list and I am going to do them. So it's withhold from yourself some rewards. So that way, as you accomplish each goal, then you give yourself the reward that you seek. Mindset is important throughout the day, especially in the morning. You have to wake up, you have to get yourself ready, you have to groom yourself, make sure your room is clean, make sure things are not everywhere, and that you have a good outlook on the day. If you start your day in a positive way, then you know what? You're gonna have that self-confidence to just take on what comes your way. Self-talk is also very important. Self-coaching, positive self-talk. I don't know if you've heard when they say fake it till you make it, but there's a lot of truth to that. It's what we tell ourselves, what we convince ourselves. Sometimes our negative thoughts are far more prevalent. They're far more easy to listen to and follow, and they're in our thoughts so much more often than the positive. But you have to change that, change the mindset, give yourself the positive self-talk to achieve things, and that'll in turn help to boost your self-confidence. Have positive role models and keep those role models at the top of, at the forefront of your thoughts. So who do you look up to and why? When you look up to those people, they give you inspiration, and that's basically what you want, okay? Look up to role models to get the confidence you need to emulate what they do. And that way you can increase your confidence. You can convince yourself that you've got what it takes to achieve. Read self-help books. Those have helped me tremendously in my life. I strongly suggest that you read some self-help books that will, of course, help you to become more confident and achieve more and accomplish more in life. Throughout the day, think of your positive attributes. In fact, write down like at least 5, maybe 5 to 10 of your positive attributes. Just keep reminding yourself of your strengths, so that way every time you think of a weakness, you can outweigh it by thinking of a positive attribute about yourself. This will help you to increase your self-confidence. Think of 3 of your worst habits and change them. This will help you tremendously with your self-confidence. Okay, so for instance, there was a lady who told me that she hates the fact that every time in the morning she gets up, she spends about 40-45 minutes scrolling on social media. And she really wanted to change that habit. One thing I've also heard, somebody told me that he would spend so much time playing games on his phone, and he wanted to break that habit. So he changed it to where he still plays, but he like puts a timer and only does it for 5-minute increments. I think that's an awesome idea. So sometimes it's those things that we do, our bad routines, our bad habits that get in our way of like not feeling good about ourselves, and they affect our self-confidence. So think of 3 things about yourself that you would like to change that you currently do, and stick with them. Okay, say I'm going to change this about myself, and stick with it for at least 2 months. If you do, then you are going to change. You're going to develop an even better habit, and that's going to help to increase your self-confidence. Please let me know in the description which of these you think resonates with you the most, which of these you think you could try, because that way I hear from you, and then also the audience watching and the videos can learn from one another on which ones work, which ones people want to try, and we can all be in one big community together. I will catch you in the next video.